Hi again and welcome back here. Okay, now we are back in Photoshop and I got one of the rendered image. I drag it and drop it right here inside Photoshop. And now let's start with post-processing and it will be very easy. As I did in the previous video, or let's say in the previous videos, you can go to the filter and use a camera raw filter. And now we are inside the camera raw filter. We have the light section, color, effects, and we have the detail. That's almost all what we want here. Exposure will help you to make the image more bright or dark. If I take this slider, for example, here, as you can see now it's become too dark. And if you double click it, you will reset it like that. For example, in this image, maybe we can increase the contrast a little bit by pushing this a tiny bit. Like this maybe. Looks cool. And you can ignore all of these options for now. I think we don't need to use them. We can go down here. And in the color, I think the color is cool. In case you want to make this image looks cold, you can take this slider towards the blue. And vice versa, if you want to make this looks more warm, you can push it to the yellow. But I'm not going to play with these sliders here. I will jump to the effects. Texture is one of the important effects here. This option here will make the texture looks more visible. Now if I push this a little bit here, you can see now the image become more clear, and the clarity will act similar to the texture and contrast as well. You can say they are mixed. Now I can push the clarity a little bit here. Alright, as you can see now the image become more clear. Alright, and for the vignette, this option right here will create a halo around the image if you want this to be dark or white. If you take this to the left, you can create a dark halo. If you push this to the right, you will have a white one. So it's up to you. For me, I like to push it a little bit towards the dark and have a dark halo to make the focus on the middle of the image. One of the important sliders is the sharpening. We can give it a little bit of sharpness. 35 will be cool. And now the image become clear and nice. In case you want to manipulate the highlight, you can do that. And you can see when I push this, the sunlight here, this area will be affected. And the interior lights as well. You can move this just a tiny bit just to make some area even brighter. And after that you can hit OK. And now if I hit Ctrl Z, you can see the result before and after. Alright, after doing all of that, here we have some options we can use. For example, we have this tool. You can open the dodge tool. And this tool is very nice in case you want to make the bright area even brighter by activating this tool and go to the exposure and pick a small number, for example 25, because we don't need the effect to be strong, and make the brush big. And you can click multiple times, for example here on the bright area just to make it brighter, something like that. You can see now it's like we have a glow here. And in case you want to make this area looks even brighter, you can click here multiple times, for example here, and that will make it looks more interesting. For example, the light bulb. All right. If you want the effect to be a little bit stronger, go to the exposure and increase this to 75 maybe, and make another click here, and you can see now the glow effect. All right. Yeah, now the result looks better. You can focus on these as well here. Two clicks will be enough. All right, cool. And you can brush some areas, but for example, if I want to make one stroke here, it's better to reduce the number to 25 again, because we want to create a subtle effect. You can see now we have some lighting hitting this area. On the blends, in case you want, you can brush this area and make it even brighter. For example, this area as well. Cool. So this is how you post-process an image in the easiest way without adding any layers or channels, let's say. All right, let's bring another image. For example, this one. And let's see what we can do with it. I will follow the same approach. By the way, if you like, you can use the shortcut for the camera raw filter. You can hit Control Shift A to access that. And now let's start manipulating these sliders. Let's push the contrast a little bit. Something like that, 21 plus. Some texture, some clarity. Clarity, don't push it too much, just a tiny bit. About 16. All right, some vignette if you like. It's okay to add. And some sharpness. All right, now we got something very cool. In case you want to make the curtain looks even brighter, you can create a selection around it. And the easiest way is to go to this tool. It's called Object Selection Tool, and create a selection like that. All right, and now we got this. And now I can hit Control C just to copy the selection, and then hit Control Shift V to paste this. And now we got this separately right here. All right, now after that, I will duplicate this again. I will hit Control J, and I will turn off this copy. And I will go back to the Move tool, and then with this layer selected, I can go to the filter and go to blur and choose a Gaussian blur. And you can pick a number like 70, 75, for example, or more or less than that. And after that, accept this result. And I'm going to use this and mix it with this layer. You can use the blending mode that we got right here. For example, I can choose soft light. And you can see the effect before and after. We have some glowing effect happen here. If you want to make this even stronger, you can hit Control J, duplicating this layer again and again, again. All right, and now we got very nice glow effect here. And you can put all of these inside a folder if you like. If you are satisfied with this result, you can hit right click and choose a flatten image and accept or apply all of these changes like that. You can hit OK. And now we got this result like that. If you want to go beyond that, you can go to this tool. It's called Dodge tool. And you can make the brush a little bit big and target a certain area like the curtains here, or a specific area, for example the sofa, and you can target these. All right, these parts of the curtain, if you highlight them like that, you will make the curtain looks even more, uh, let's say, you will achieve the depth here. For example, some brushes here we can add just to make this area even brighter. And this one, maybe we can bright this area a little bit just to make this area looks even brighter. It's like a reflection happen here, maybe here as well. All right, very cool. Let's bring another shot. For example, this one here. And let's hit Control Shift A to go to the camera raw filter. And let's increase the contrast a little bit. Some texture, clarity, with sharpness. And maybe we can give it a little bit of the vignette effect. It's optional. Maybe we can increase the highlight just a tiny bit. All right. We can manipulate the shadow area a little bit. All right, the result is so beautiful. You can see here now the result before and after. It's so cool. After that, you can hit OK. And now we got very cool results. All right, let's bring another image here. This one looks so beautiful. Let's hit Control Shift A to jump to the camera raw filter. And let's do the same scenario. Some contrast, some texture, some clarity, with some sharps. And now it's become so cool. If you want to increase the highlight, that's okay. And it's awesome. Beautiful. All right, now you got the idea of how this could be done. And now, as you can see, we got so beautiful results. And I think that's it for this video. And that's it for this course. I hope you like this course, and I hope this course was informative. My name is Marwan Hussein, and I am a Blender teacher, and I created too many courses teaching you how to use Blender. You can check them out and see you in the future courses.